God.
Here goes.
Blazing across the airwaves right now. Get ready.
Now this is Freddie McGregor, and you're tuned in to the baddest rhythm of all time.
Grant's Rock Warehaus is trying to change the world, one track at a time.
Are we on the air?
Yes, you are. More music, more of the time.
Grant's Rock Warehaus.
Don't understand what's going on here.
Welcome to Grant's Rock Warehouse and to a new series. I want to welcome the Elder of Rock here tonight. We are going to take a look at the band Bloody Hammers. They are goth, psychedelic, stoner, doom, you name it, they do it. The Elder and I are going to go through their catalog, and we're starting off from 2012 to 2014. Let's do it.
Serving up riffs hotter than Hellfire Chili with a beer chaser. Grant's Rock Warehouse.
Blame the Elder. Oh my God. I just have to laugh. Lady, a week in the warehouse. We have went the total gamut this week. We have. Everybody's going, what is going on? Well, why not? Anyway, if you remember, the Elder played some Bloody Hammers on a little known band you should know show. I thought that it was I thought they were damn good. So we're doing a series on this, looking at their catalog, and this was the Elder's idea, and I'm all into it. Why not look at the Bloody Hammers?
Why not?
Why not? Well, we looked at some of that stuff that we were playing on the other little known band show from earlier in the week, and this is pretty tame compared to that.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit, kind of. But anyway, Elder, why don't you talk a little bit about the band and why did you want to choose well, now we're doing a series on it. Why did you see that this band was worthy for like a series and a deeper dive?
Well, first, let's take the history about them. They were formed in 2010 by Anders Manga in, oddly enough, Transylvania County in North Carolina. And their name was inspired by a Rocky Erickson song. And yeah, like you said, they've been kind of described as gothic doom. The lineup basically is just him and his wife Develia in the studio, though they did have one album where they had some other players maybe on some other album, but basically it's just those two. He does pretty much everything except for Develia plays some bass and some keyboards, but he does also that as well in the band, and he does all the vocals. But why I wanted to talk about this band is because I just think it's a great band. Like if you're into I first heard of them in, I think it was around 2022. I might have heard of them.
Okay.
And because I heard a song of theirs, it was like on Amazon, if you listen to something, they'll say, hey, well, you might like this. And so there was a song of theirs, and it was off the album. I can't remember the name of the album now. I can't remember. But anyway, so I liked it, and then I started getting their whole catalog. I think this is a great band if you're into like Black Sabbath or Ghost, especially the early Ghost stuff. If you're into, that basic horror rock, doom rock, then I think you would like this band. I think they just deserve to be more well known, and so that's that's why I wanted to talk about them. I think I think they perhaps they are doomy and they are heavy, but I find their songs also be really catchy. They really have some hooks in their songs too, I think. So.
Well, that's kind of what I found when we played them, when you had them on the show that one time. And yeah, they're a little bit, I'm not sure. It's hard to categorize these people because they do cover a lot of different genres, so to speak, but then they kind of mix them all together. But yeah, there is, dare I say it, I don't want to say commercial, but there's
but they did have
there's a pop element that's in there that you listen to the song and you can definitely say, well, this is really catchy,
They have catchy choruses to a lot of their songs, and so that gives it that commercial element, even though they haven't been wildly successful. But this is kind of the reason I'd like to see them be a little bit more successful. And they don't tour a lot, though. I know that as well, and I don't. So, but,
well, it seems like when I'm going on Discogs, Elder, and looking up a lot of their releases, looks like a lot of their releases are for the European market, and there's not so much U.S. representation here. Maybe on the later stuff, but in the earlier stuff, it seems like there's a lot more of a European representation. Like they got signed to a label in Europe or something, maybe they just really took off there. I'm assuming that's the case.
Yeah. I think they were, because I think they did play, I didn't write it down. I think they played Download in like 2014 or something. It's Sonny and Cher. That's accurate.
Sonny and Cher of goth metal. There you go. That's exactly what this is.
They also say that they have some hilarious videos. They have a great sense of humor if you watch their videos. A lot of great humor aspect to them. I'll say that as well. So,
right.
They don't, So they had that as well. Obviously, into the old horror movies, they all have that old movie aesthetic from like the Hammer films, like the '60s and '70s, and those kinds of movies.
It's kind of like a more of a horror shtick than a satanic type of thing.
It's like horror movie Satanism.
It's horror movie rock, so to speak.
Yeah, because they do have a lot of titles that take from horror movies too.
So. All right, well, let's play another track. This is another track that the Elder picked. What's Hunting You? Now, we were talking about Haunting You. I don't have my glasses on. It could be hunting me. God knows what. I could be that. But when Elder was putting these tracks together, he was saying it was really hard to really come up with a set list to play because their albums are so solid and full of great songwriting that. But why did you pick this? Why did you pick this?
I just think it's got a great kind of, what I wanted to say, sinister kind of thing to it. It's but basically it's just like you could have thrown a dart at any of these and just picked it. It's just kind of me going, well, this is something different about this track that maybe is different from the others a little bit. So that's kind of what made me choose it. But really, like I said, any of them would have been good. So, but
all right, let's hear it. Let's do it, kids. Let's do it. Let's keep going. What's the Bloody Hammers, ladies and gentlemen? Be careful out there. Let's hear it. We want to hear from you in the chat. Let's go. Yeah. very melodic, very catchy, but then it's
Like
also
groove
very heavy.
of it, that dun 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 dun, and the drums are
Mhm.
kind of like going along with it, and yeah, it's very. I think that's why I chose this song. Now I remember why, because it had that kind of groovy thing to it, the kind of catchy chorus, that kind of it might stick in your head a little.
Um, I'm just curious though, Elder. Do you know what their influences were? I mean, yeah, you can say psych and you can say, you know,
Well, I
doom
know
and all that, but I mean, we're
they were. Their name comes from a Rocky Erickson song, which if you know of him, he's
yeah.
kind of Ghost was influenced a lot by him. They've done some songs by him as well, and so that I guess that kind of thing, yeah, I really didn't look into their influences, but you could probably hear it. I would say they don't sound like really Rob Zombie, but more like White Zombie. Rob Zombie has more of a techno kind of thing in his music a lot of times.
White Zombie. Yeah.
And the other thing I like about Bloody Hammers is their use of keyboards. The way they use it, and it's atmospheric. It's not like it's not like trying to be technical or anything necessary. They kind of put them in, and they kind of put them in as like a good kind of mood setter. Like those scary organ type of things, old horror movie type keyboards in it.
It kind of reminds me of the way the Cure uses keyboards, more like textures and more to set the mood. I think this band does the same thing.
Yeah.
Does anyone know CKY from the early 2000s? Elder, you were in the industry, and by the industry, I mean the business. Do you remember CKY?
I do remember them. I never really, I don't know if I really heard a lot of them, but I know I do remember them. Yeah, I know they were very influential. And they did a lot of warp tours or something, right?
Mm-hmm. Sounds similar to this in Webb's opinion. Subdued keyboards, nailed it. Yes. You just kind of use it for atmosphere. But I mean, the Cure, it depends upon what era of the Cure you're talking about, but they do the same thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if one of their influences was the Cure. I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I love CKY and have covered their tunes. Excellent. Had heavy wrists, but keyboards too. Well, they use it to their advantage because when you listen to it, the keyboards just don't draw. They're not prominent, and you just don't. It doesn't like pop out. Yeah. It is very subdued. Drywall music, nice.
Well,
all right.
Similar to in a horror movie, the keyboards are just kind of there to kind of like give you a feeling of dread, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like that with the music, as it's horror music, but the keyboards are kind of in there to kind of give you that little push to that kind of side, that spooky side,
Right. All right, well, let's keep moving on. We're going to go to 2013 and the Spiritual Relics album. Anything you want to say about that, Elder?
Yeah, so this, I guess, was a limited edition vinyl album, though you can't get it digitally now. But I think it was a limited edition vinyl album, and it had 4 songs from the debut, and then it has, I think, 4 new songs. So this is one of the new songs that they had, Color Me Blood Red. I just like the title. I don't know. I think it's a cool title. Cool song. So.
All right. Shall we play it?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it, kids. We want to hear from you in the chat. Yay or nay on Bloody Hammer's Color Me Blood Red. All right, here we go. I think both, right? Yeah. Is that right, Christian? Oh, I'm sure they did. Super. Holy crap, it's already done. There's one thing I must say about this band is that, man, their songs just,
Yeah,
you got to pay attention. Here, I'm looking at everybody in the chat and the damn song's wrapping up.
pretty concise, which is what I like about them. I do like a lot of bands that they know they get to the point real quick. They start it and they go through it, and by a couple minutes, only a couple minutes have gone by, and the song's done, and it's like, wow, I went on a journey. You feel like you went on a long journey or something, but it's only a couple minutes, and I like that about I like that about a lot of bands.
We talked about this kid, but they are from Transylvania, Pennsylvania, right?
Transylvania County, North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay. Yeah. It's just fitting, don't you think, kid? Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if they intended that or if they, but yeah, had some kind of influence on them. Maybe, I don't know. But
I'll be here all week.
Bloody Hammers. I was surprised. Like last November, I went to go see a band named Dogma in Winter Park, Florida. And a few people, and I had this shirt on, and then a few people came up to me and said, "Oh, I like Bloody Hammers." So I was surprised. Like about 3 or 4 people knew who they were there, but they didn't know about the new album, the Acoustic Halloween Special. So I was glad as I would tell them about that. But I was surprised though. I was like, "Oh wow!" But I guess that's the kind of audience, Dogma would have the same kind of fans, I guess. Yeah. So.
I will say this. I'm not sure what they're using, but it sounds like a Little Big Muff or holy crap. I don't know what it is. Could be a Little Big. I mean, a Big Muff or a Little Big Muff. When I was a kid, Elder, when I first started playing guitar, I wanted to be able, because my first amplifier really didn't distort. It was like a little 10-watt amp. When you're a kid, that's what you get. And I wanted to get something that would make fuzz,
Yeah.
My first pedal was an Electro Harmonix Little Big Muff. So all I had is one knob.
Yeah. I think I
should get another one of those again. I should get another one.
I think maybe one time guitar players on a band with had or something, but I put my bass through. It was insane.
Oh yeah. You can do that.
Whoa.
Anyway, Greg will be here all week in case you need entertained. He's here all week. Christian does a lot of carpentry now. Hang occasional sheet here and there. We used to have an old house in Clintonville in Delaware and Columbus, and part of the plaster ceiling fell down. but I didn't fix it with drywall. I replastered it. I fixed the whole thing with plaster and smoothed it all out. It looked great. I don't want to do it. I have no interest in doing anything like that anymore.
Oh no, not at this.
I would much rather fix a plaster ceiling without drywall than drywall it, because drywall just drives me nuts. Anyway, all right. I think that song was great. Good groove. You could dance to it, and I thought that was good. Next track I think we've got is Science Fiction.
Science fiction. So this is like kind of like, I guess, a ballad for Bloody Hammers, you know. But you'll see that it's not your normal. Actually, this is like on some of their other albums they have ballads, and they're kind of more eerie, spooky. This isn't really so much of it. It is a little bit, but I thought this was a really different song for them. Like when I first heard this song, I was like, this is pretty different for them. So we're gonna get a little mellow just for a few minutes.
All right, here we go. Brace yourselves, because it's been one of those weeks where we haven't really been mellow. So you're gonna have to just brace yourselves.
Like Olivia Newton-John or whatever, right? Have you ever been mellow?
Like a Xanadu. Yes, have you ever been mellow? All right, here we go. Science Fiction for Bloody Hammers from 2013. All right.
It's been more than this for years or more, and probably a week or two ago. The endless cycle bliss, the blissful words to follow yours, and my arms were wide open. But you wanted more, but you needed more, but you wanted more, but not the kind that I was giving.
Sure.
Sense of sound lasting
Oh, sounds fun, Webb. Jeez, things just whip through. Why is everything? It's kind of the story of my life. As you get to a certain point, it's almost like I was talking to my dad when he was like 84, and I said, "Dad, what is like a typical day for you?" And he said, "Well, I get up and I don't know what I did all day, and I go to bed. Seems like I get up and then turn around and go to bed."
Right.
And I said, "Wow." He said, "Yeah, it just goes faster and faster and faster until you get to the point where you just get up and then you go back to bed." So there you go, kids, when you're 84. And I went, "Wow, Dad, that's good." Ladies and gentlemen, I want to mention that Uncle Meat is in the chat. A little bit more melodic, typo negative. Possibly.
I think you could hear also in that song maybe that they were influenced that like Pink Floyd a little, had a little bit of Pink Floyd-ish thing to it. With the way acoustic guitars and the delay and all that stuff in it. I thought that was,
I think that's a great track. See, these guys, this band is a lot more than just come on.
They show off that they don't just, come out and all do me all the time. They have a sense of melody and stuff like that. So
exactly. Greg Gates mentions that his better half retired last year and she really digs it. Well, she must have something to do. My dad, when he retired, he worked for Conrail. Originally it was Eerie Lackawanna Railroad, but then it turned into Conrail. Conrail took over. He was able to retire when he was 62. And he had all these plans and I'm going to travel. We'll get a place in Florida, blah, 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 blah. Had all these plans and he didn't do jack shit. He sat there and he did not know what to do with himself.
Yeah,
retirement for him was the worst thing ever because his identity, I know we're on a tangent, whatever. I haven't went on a tangent for a long time. His whole identity was going to the railroad and working for Conrail or Eerie Lackawanna. He did it for 38 years. That's how he identified himself. And without that, he had no idea what to do. He basically just fell apart.
He gave him purpose. That's what I hear a lot.
No purpose anymore.
Going to work gave him a purpose, and without that, they don't know what to do. They don't have that purpose anymore. They almost have to. So that's why you see a lot of seniors will go back and start working again. Because they gotta.
Yep. Well, we mentioned that to him, Elder. He said, "Oh, I can't go back and work, for Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, take a job somewhere because they won't pay me what I'm worth."
Yeah.
I said, "Dad, that's not the point. That's not the point."
But you're getting, it's such a, I know, I get that.
Whatever. It's like, really, it's the idea just to get out. And he would not go and join any other kind of, he didn't want to hang out with old people was one of his things. We said, "Well, why don't you join like some kind of, I don't know, community thing?" And he said, "I'll hang out with all those old people. I don't want to do that." So there you go. It was just a problem. And retirement didn't work out. My whole thing with retirement is just keep working until they throw me out. That's what I'm going to do.
And I want to have the warehouse to give you purpose as well.
Yeah, but I can do the warehouse and work. It's fine. I've been doing it all this time anyway. It seems to be working all right. Two Wired Nuts says that was a 9 out of 9. Very unsatan going by show introduction. No, it's just a lot of shtick. Come on. Webb's going to give this an 8.5. Kelly's going to go with an 8. Look at this. Webb can hardly wait to retire. I'm going to do a bunch of fun shit with my free time. Yeah, that's what my dad said. That's exactly what he said. Yeah, good luck.
I've heard that too. Yeah, like people, they do all that, but it only lasts a few years. Like they do the travel, they do all that, and it's still like it takes them 3 or 4 years, and after that, they're like, okay,
They don't have the identity anymore.
But a good. I mean, I hope you can. I hope.
I wish you all the luck, Webb, but 60's awfully early to do that. Kelly, I've been working on the railroad all live long day.
I think if anybody can. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
If anybody can do it, Webb can. There you go.
Well, the trophy wife can keep him supported, so I don't think the trophy wife's going to quit working. She has Webb around to mow the yard, I think. It's just my theory. Anyway, let's keep moving. What do we have next? We are going to go to... We're in 2014, and we are on the Under Satan. Okay, for anyone worried about us not going back to being Satanists, Under Satan's Son. Here we go. Elder, take it away.
It's about, you'll hear at the beginning. It's about religion and, that kind of thing. So there you go.
I just hope that Alex has enough to keep him going after the honeymoon of retirement stops. You're awfully young to retire, but whatever, more power to you if you can survive and you've got enough money tacked away and already. Yeah, but you just retired, Alex. You just retired 2 months ago.
Well, Alex, he just can sit there and alphabetize his albums for a few years,
Yeah, but this is the thing. I know we're on a team. I got to make sure. Did I put echo cancellation on? All right. I have all these CDs that I'm supposed to be organizing. But as I get older, the less I want to do that. I don't want to categorize stuff. I have other things to do. So this stuff, I've got all these nice shelves. I need to get the kid next door over here and say, hey, Connell, come over here. Can you help me get this together? I'll pay you $50. You get these organized. That would be way easier.
No.
He's got the patience for it. At my age, I don't have the patience to sit here and categorize CDs and make sure they're all in order. It sounds good on paper, but I don't really have much. As older I get, the less I want to do crap like that, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, like you stand too long, your back starts hurting. It's just the whole thing.
Exactly. See, Alex, there's nothing else. He'll organize all day. Yeah. Well, I can't run the empire and organize. That's the problem. Anyway, let's play a song instead of listen to me go off. Guys, get me all worked up. All right. Second Coming off of Under Satan's Son 2014. Again, we're just this stuff, and this is all part of the Bloody Hammer series, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it.
Come unto the Father, but by me. The only way you come to God is through Jesus Christ. What you gonna do with him, sinner? You gonna turn? Or you gonna burn?
Oh, Jesus.
I couldn't tell if the bells were getting louder. The songs they ring I finally recognize.
I'm going to talk to
I
him.
know hell is getting harder. The devil's getting smarter all the time. And it would be nice.
Yeah, I need to get those peace goblets in production.
To talk again to angels on my side. Time is getting closer. I read it on a poster. Fanatical exposers, corners prophesize.
wide web.
It would be nice to walk upon the water, to talk again to angels at my side. I just came back to show you all my words are golden, so have no gods before me. I'm the light.
These songs are so fast. I will say this, Elder. This is my favorite track of the whole night so far.
Yeah, it's really, yeah. I didn't think about it. Yeah, it is proggy. I never thought about it that way. But yeah,
Well, it's kind of like there's a little bit of prog sprinkled on top.
a little break in there in the middle. Yeah, that was kind of. I get that. Yeah.
Backstage recording says get 26 boxes marked A to Z and start there for step one in the process. Well, for most of it, I'm looking at it. I've done some of it, and I've done some of it over here. I've got another room that I need to move over here. I could do it. I guess if I just did small sections of it at a time, eventually I'd get done. But I really just need to take, you know what I need is to take a week off and just work on it. I could get it all done if I just took more time off. But when I have time off, I'm going on a damn cruise to see the rock and roll. So Kelly, let's go to Webb's house. I don't know why you just got the invite. Why didn't you tell us earlier? Elder and I could have made arrangements.
Man.
It's just inconsiderate. Two Wire Nuts is giving this an 8.5, Elder. Alice Cooper Band is one of the greatest American bands. I cannot argue with that.
Yeah, definitely. The original.
Thank God you didn't say Motley Crue was one of the greatest American bands, and we might have a problem.
Yeah.
Two Wire Nuts. Oh, here we go. Two Wire Nuts. Does she ever question why things hanging on the walls are crooked? Good question. Do it in stages. That's a smart approach. Well, I've done some of it in stages. I guess I can do some tomorrow. Yeah, you're right. I've got the afternoon off tomorrow, but we do have the listening party, so I have to build that. I can't organize and build listening parties. Kelly might go out to Georgia this fall to see his brother. Well, bless your heart, Kelly. At least you're leaving the house. We could have broadcast we should have done it from your house, Webb. Damn it, we missed an opportunity. I would have flown to Atlanta to do that. Oh, no, I wouldn't. I hate Atlanta airport. That's like going into hell. I wouldn't do that.
Wow.
Screw that.
Yeah, Bloody Hammer's a band to play at Halloween, definitely. And I hope they have a new album out by then because, like I said, last Halloween they put out the acoustic Halloween EP, and they said they were working on something that's just to hold us over till then. So hopefully they'll have something out pretty soon.
I don't know I can't keep track of what you guys are talking about. All right, cool. Well, let's keep going. We got another track. We got one more track for you, kids. We are going to play Dead Man's Shadow on the Wall. So far, this record, now I have not tested any of the later records yet. So other than what Elder brought to the table at that show, but I don't know. Let's see how you like this. Dead Man's Shadow on the Wall from Bloody Hammers 2014. All right, here we go. I've been there to see Todd Evans. I'm not going back.
He said as they held his trial, all that they're speaking are lies. I'm not the murdering kind, but they still hung him high.
course. The sound of that pedal. That has to be something like a Big Muff or something.
Crowds came from miles around to see the shame of the town. Citizens brace for the spirit's advance, and Satan's wrath as he planned. He vowed they would pay the devil each day for the words testified. The soul of an innocent man doesn't rest as tears flow from his eyes. Vengeance is mine, all your days you will see. I will return for you. But until then I will curse upon thee that dead man's shadow alone.
God, I'm gonna have to get me another. I want a little Big Muff though, like I had when I was a kid. Damn it. Whoa. No. There you go. No.
Vengeance is mine, all your days you will see. I will return for you. But until then I will curse upon thee that dead man's shadow alone.
Is that true, Kelly? Wait a minute, we have visuals. Hold on, there you go. Whoa! Again, right through, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we are at 52 minutes into the show. Wait a minute, hold on, I'll make you big.
I have a physical copy.
Let me see.
A physical copy of this one. So is the
Yeah, this one I like. This seems to be my favorite so far.
this
Well,
this one.
This is what I like about him, though. Production's really good. You've got great crunchy guitars that are over the top distorted, but then you have vocals that aren't obnoxious and the guy actually sings, and the songwriting's really good. Production, I really don't see any negatives about anything about this. This is part of the reason why we're doing this series, is because, I mean, this band's really, well, let's be honest, these guys are really good.
Yeah, it's really just him. I mean, there's a few other players on this album, but basically it's just him doing everything, and Develia doing some bass and keyboards here and there.
Yeah.
So it's him. Anders Manga. Also, Anders Manga, he has some solo stuff. It's like dark wave, synthy, which I've only heard a few songs. I've been meaning to, because I think I would like it, but I just haven't got to check it out. Well, thank you, Uncle Meat. That means a lot for
Uncle
me.
Meat. Great idea to do this. Yeah, sure. Why? The Warehaus is an equal opportunity employer. And I thought, well, Bloody Hammers went over really well during that show. Why don't we go down the road and take a look at it?
Yes.
Yes. Elder for the win. Must be the Mohawk, of course. The vocals are very clean though. All
Yeah.
very well recorded. You can understand what the guy is saying.
Yeah, you can.
So we had a lot of problems the other night when McFadden was on here playing his stuff, and everybody had no idea what the hell was going on. You know. Now you may like that. I'm not being critical. I'm just saying that seemed to be one of the issues, and I haven't seen that being an issue in the chat tonight. That's all I'm, not saying anything negative about the other. Here we go. Our Kid 60s, no negatives, no pick squeals, no obligatory solos.
That's what I like about Bloody Hammers and Anders. He's like, if he wants to put a solo in there, he'll do it. But there's a lot of songs that don't have any solos. And I like that because he's like, well, I didn't hear anything that inspired me to do a solo. I'm not going to throw something down that sounds, silly. So he just lets it go. Like that.
I would say that a lot of these tracks that we've heard sampled tonight are very well thought out. Mm-hmm. There's nothing on here that doesn't need to be there. No extraneous shredding. I'm not against shredding, but I just don't want it there for the hell of it. It just seems like all these songs are very well thought out. I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
Don't need solos when riff is king. I agree. The riffs on this, what I've heard, sampling Bloody Hammers, is just, man, you want riffs, you got riffs. Here we go. Elder, where did you get your name?
Why am I the Elder?
Because that's your name.
I guess yes. My last name is Elder, so I'm Stephen Elder. And I just thought when I was starting to get on YouTube, I just thought it'd be funny because I know, especially in music circles and hard rock circles, that everybody knows the Elder from Kiss. So I just, as a Kiss fan, I love Kiss. So as the Elder of rock would be kind of silly.
Lee Page has a question for you, Elder. How many albums do they have all together? Probably.
Man, I don't know. I would say at least 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
They have some EPs as well. They have a few EPs, or at least I think they have 2 or 3, or they have an EP and they have one that's a single. They have a single of a song called Halloween.
Really, Uncle Meat? Your last name isn't Meat. Here, I've been thinking the whole time your last name's Meat.
Well, then, what was it? There's a little known Kiss album called Music from the Meat, right?
Yes. Ken says it's really Elder music from. Is your first name Uncle? Yeah. Uncle Meat, come on. Can you explain all this for us? Great first episode. Ready for the next one, my man.
Thank you.
Why do we think we have the Elder on here? Come on. He brings it on the contrarians and he brings it over here.
Alex brings it. Yeah,
He always brings it.
Yeah.
UNC for short. Music from Uncle Meat.
Music from the Meat.
Music from the Meat. I like that. Music from the Meat. All right, kids. We will be back. We'll do this next episode. I'm assuming we're doing 3 albums. Seems like we're doing 3 albums.
Yes.
We'll have
to figure it out because they have an EP in there.
Well, I'll let you figure out how we want to present it.
Alrighty.
But we will be back in a month. We will continue this series, ladies and gentlemen. We're all about trying to turn you on to stuff, as you know how the Warehaus rolls. And I will say this, I like this band quite a bit. There's nothing offensive about it, just good songwriting, good production, and killer Big Muff sounds. All right, Uncle Meat, anything else you want to mention before we wrap this dog up?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I am the elder. No, just check out some Bloody Hammers.
Jesus.
You know, I have a channel. I have the Elder of Rock channel. I haven't put any
Great.
up lately. I have a few videos up there if you want to go check them out. Check them out. Different things, different topics, different bands. So check those out if you're haven't or you want to subscribe.
In fact, I'll put the link to Elder's channel down below. I probably should have done that before, but thanks for the reminder. I will do that. Here we go. We've got more advertisings. AI viewers streambo.com. I like that you go on Twitch and you get a lot of ads or whatever you want to call it. All right, cool. Elder, I'll be in touch. We will do this again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in a minute. We will be doing Wild Horses from Cleveland. So, Ken, get ready. You're going to get all worked up. So, we will do it. Elder, we will see you. Thank you, sir. I'll be in touch.
All righty.